Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sofwa Aisha Aurelia Ariski with student number 110, and I'm here to give you a Pecha Kucha presentation about the intercultural communication in Mitski's Your Best American Girl. But first, let's get to know the artist's background. Mitsuki Miyawaki, or as known as Mitski, is a Japanese-American alternative/indie singer-songwriter. Your Best American Girl is the fifth track on her album titled Puberty 2. Now, let's begin by exploring the themes in this song. In an interview to Song Exploder podcast, Mitski has said that in this song she was in love with someone who came from a very different background as hers, and she felt like love couldn't surpass that. The idea of big spoon and little spoon is about proximity. Her desire is to fit in his life. On the contrary, the American boy has all the options and the freedom to become whoever he wants. She has no future in this culture. Like day and night, they are polar opposites. Mitski's cultural background isn't something he can understand, as it's never something he's been forced to see. She doesn't see herself as the star or moon either, and her validation is something that needs to be earned. In a relationship where both people have extremely varied backgrounds, there's a wide margin for incompatibility. Mitski is forced to reconcile the differences between herself and her American love interest by letting him go and never truly joining him. The boy and his family don't understand her culture, and so all they do is look at it from afar with disapproval. No matter how much Mitski altered herself to these white ideals, they cannot see her as something she is not. The only thing she has left is the culture which defines her. In this bridge, Mitski yearns for the boy so much. She has reached a high level of desire for him, but once she has him, she is not sure if he is what she truly wanted. She fears letting him go in order to fully accept herself. Now, let's analyze how intercultural communication is portrayed in this song. We'll take a closer look at the communication style, stereotypes, cultural identity, power dynamics, cultural context, and identity issues. The song indirectly suggests that Mitski and the American boy misunderstand each other's emotional and cultural values. She expresses her struggles through subtle imagery and self-reflection, while the boy's Americanness implies a more explicit and straightforward way of communicating love and identity. Mitski critiques the expectation in Western culture that women should conform to their partner's cultural ideals. Bicultural individuals like Mitski might face stereotypes of being too foreign or not fitting into Western-centric narratives of what is normal or desirable in a partner. Mitski is the daughter of a Japanese mother and an American father, making her a product of two distinct cultural worlds. She also feels like she cannot conform to this ideal because her identity includes parts of her Japanese heritage that are not easily Americanized. The song highlights a power imbalance between Mitski and the dominant Western cultural ideal represented by the boy in the narrative. Despite these imbalances, the song shifts toward reclaiming power through self-acceptance by not conforming to these ideals. In this song, Mitski shows that she struggles with American individualism. She contrasts this with the collectivist values that are often associated with her Japanese background, where relationship and family ties play a significant role in shaping identity. Mitski contrasts her authentic self with what she perceives as the ideal American girl, someone who is confident, carefree, and perfectly aligned with Western beauty and behavior norms. This highlights her internal conflicts and cultural misunderstanding. Now, let's see how we can solve these problems. First, it's important to develop self awareness about cultural identity. We all should acknowledge our own biases and cultural values so that we can approach interaction with empathy and openness. Challenging stereotypes involves actively addressing cultural generalizations in media. We can break down these harmful stereotypes by showing diverse and authentic representation of cultural diversity that could also bridge gaps while celebrating cultural uniqueness. Lastly, educating individuals about intercultural dynamics is essential to understand and respect different cultures. Schools, media, and art can teach about cultural values and communication styles. By doing this, we can build meaningful connection across cultures. Many of our fans, especially those who are people of color, relate to this song, including me. Even though I was not born into two or more cultures, I do relate to the feeling of not fitting in because I have different backgrounds in life, and I try to accept my true self rather than forcing it to be like the rest of them. Your Best American Girl reminds us that navigating cultural identity is deeply personal yet universally relatable. It challenges us to embrace our complexities and approach intercultural interactions with empathy and openness. As Mitski shows, our differences can be a source of strength and beauty. Thank you.